English Easy Practice. Do you want to learn English in a fun and easy way? Want to improve your English listening and speaking? Today, we have an easy story about banks and finance. Now we will have a 3-part exercise. Part 1, listening practice. Part 2, vocabulary. Part 3, listen and answer practice. Listen carefully, learn new words, and practice speaking with us. Let's get started.
Part 1, English Listening Practice. In the first part, you'll listen to a short story. Try to focus on the meaning of the story when you listen to it. This will improve your listening comprehension.
A visit to the bank. David wants to buy a new car, but he does not have enough money. He decides to visit the bank to ask for a loan. At the bank, a loan consultant explains different types of credit and mortgage options. David does not want a mortgage because he is not buying a house. He prefers a credit card instead. The consultant tells him about the annual charge and the interest rate. David asks if he can also get a debit card. The consultant checks his credit history and says he can apply for both. He needs to fill out a form with his name, address, and the date of issue of his ID card. After verifying the details, the consultant approves his credit card and debit card. David also opens a savings account and makes a deposit. The consultant warns him about overdraft fees if he spends more than his balance. Finally, David thanks the consultant and leaves the bank, happy with his new financial plans.
Part 2, Learn Vocabulary. Now, let's explore some new words together in our vocabulary section.
Vocabulary.
Loan. Money that a person borrows from a bank and must pay back later. Example: David got a loan from the bank to buy a car. Consultant. A person who gives advice or helps people with special information. Example: the loan consultant explained different credit options to David. Mortgage. A loan used to buy a house or apartment. Example: they got a mortgage to buy their first home. Annual charge. The money a person pays once a year for using a service. Example: the credit card has an annual charge of $50. Interest rate. The extra money a person must pay back when borrowing money from a bank. Example: the interest rate on this loan is very high. Debit card. A card that takes money directly from a person's bank account. Example: she paid for her coffee with her debit card. Apply for. To officially ask for something like a job or a loan. Example: Mark wants to apply for a new job. Date of issue: the day when a document like an ID card was made or given. Example: please write the date of issue on your passport. Savings account: a bank account where people keep money for the future. Example: I put $100 into my savings account every month. Deposit: money put into a bank account. Example: she made a deposit at the bank this morning. Overdraft fees: extra money a person must pay when they spend more than they have in their bank account. Example: he had to pay overdraft fees after spending too much.
I want to remind you something, guys. Repetition is very important to become fluent in English. So, watch this video many times. Try to answer the questions out loud and you will improve your speaking skills quickly.
Part 3. Listen and answer practice. Time for some interactive practice. I will ask many questions about the story. Try to answer them out loud before I reveal the correct answers. This will boost your speaking and listening skills. Repeat this exercise every day until you can say the answers quickly and confidently. Answer the questions out loud.
David wants to buy a new car, but he does not have enough money.
Did David want to buy a new car? Yes, he did. He wanted to buy a new car. Did David have enough money to buy a car? No, he didn't. He didn't have enough money.
He decides to visit the bank to ask for a loan.
Where did David go to ask for a loan? To the bank. He went to the bank to ask for a loan.
At the bank, a loan consultant explains different types of credit and mortgage options.
Who explained the loan options to David? A loan consultant. A loan consultant explained the loan options.
David does not want a mortgage because he is not buying a house.
Did David want a mortgage? No, he didn't. He didn't want a mortgage. Why didn't David want a mortgage? Because he wasn't buying a house.
He prefers a credit card instead.
What did David prefer instead of a mortgage? A credit card. He preferred a credit card.
The consultant tells him about the annual charge and the interest rate.
What did the consultant tell David about the credit card? The annual charge and the interest rate.
David asks if he can also get a debit card.
Did David ask for a debit card too? Yes, he did. He asked for a debit card.
The consultant checks his credit history and says he can apply for both.
What did the consultant check before approving the cards? David's credit history. He checked David's credit history.
He needs to fill out a form with his name, address, and the date of issue of his ID card.
What did David need to fill out? A form. He needed to fill out a form. What information did David write on the form? His name, address, and the date of issue of his ID card.
After verifying the details, the consultant approves his credit card and debit card.
Did the consultant approve David's credit card? Yes, he did. He approved David's credit card.
David also opens a savings account and makes a deposit.
Did David open a savings account? Yes, he did. He opened a savings account. What did David do after opening a savings account? He made a deposit.
The consultant warns him about overdraft fees if he spends more than his balance.
What did the consultant warn David about? Overdraft fees. He warned David about overdraft fees. What happens if David spends more than his balance? He will have to pay overdraft fees.
Finally, David thanks the consultant and leaves the bank, happy with his new financial plans.
Did David leave the bank happy? Yes, he did. He left the bank happy. Why was David happy? Because he got his new financial plans. Great job on completing the English speaking practice. Keep watching this video every day for 1 week and repeat the exercises to see significant improvements in your English skills. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful content. Happy learning!
Thanks for watching, guys! Now, I recommend you watch this great video too. It will help you to improve your English skills, and you will love it, I promise.